as most people know, Sunday night, long day of football, long weekend of football. We always make sure to spotlight the throw of the day. That's just something we do here. I know people are like, oh yeah, we know. We always showing the throw of the day, the dime of the day, as we say here on mixtape. And it was so good today. I just thought we should lead with it. I haven't seen a throw this on the money in some time.
Nailed it. He said, come on, what are you doing? Why did you do that for? Off on them? Their ball? That's black ball?
The best is I always forget refs' names.
I think the power dribble is the best part.
The ref agrees. He's like, "Yeah, it's going the other way." Like
stays with home.
He sees no issue with this. The alternate angle is even better if you can believe such a thing.
There are more angles.
Yeah. This is, you can see, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. That's how you keep the target locked on. Suggs is crying. He thinks it's funny immediately. OG. What? I haven't seen him this mad since Serge Ibaka said he taught him style.
I appreciate this out of O. It's just such a. What are you doing? Like he didn't even get a swing in or punch it. He pushed eventually. Let you like I don't like this. I disapprove. But yeah, no, his first beat's like, hey, did you mean to do like where? Was there a bug on me? Yeah.
The ball goes past the 3-point line. What the fuck was that about?
Yeah, why? And Bane ain't even fighting back. Bane is like,
what kills me, he completely has the ball in bounds. Like they have a break. I guess they don't. There's two magicians on the ground. They don't technically have numbers. You know what I mean? No. That part, if we're calling it square, Desmond Bane has a point. Anthony Black and Jalen Suggs are sprawled out on the Madison Square Garden floor. You simply got to stop the play here. You gotta get the ball out and make sure, it's going the other way.
This shouldn't even be no. Like, is Bane gonna lose $100K for this? Is OG gonna get fined for putting hands on another player? Like, will he do? He'll lose a week of pay. He could have killed Desmond Bane, you know.
He throws it so hard.
Why did he do that?
It really
power dribble to square it up. Wow.
The step in
C5. Like, he was able for between C5 and C6 vertebrae.
Have you seen the one? It's a big fella. I think it was in that fake league that disbanded that like Jalen Suggs and them played in. Buddy like blocks it. And that like blocks it, but with the body knocks the guy down. And as he catches it and he's laying out of bounds, he just like places it on top of him. Very funny. You know what I mean? Not offensive at all. This
way more offensive than this. Way more disrespectful.
More disrespectful because of the block. This is like, why does Desmond Bane hate OG Anunoby? Like,
who does Desmond Bane like? I don't feel like Desmond Bane is like
possible.
I feel like he's like that's part of the angle. Crabby character.
He's just befuddled.
He's just floored, man. He just it's like I don't think we ever played a game between each other. Like we didn't go to rival schools. You're not a Duke guy, Matar. Like you know what I'm saying? This is just. He said, "I just saw you today, and I just wanted to just throw this ball at you."
Bane grow up an Ohio State guy?
Could be. You know, OG loves his Wolverines.
He went to Indiana.
You think he knows that they're number one right now? That's what I'm getting at. You think he has any idea? Thank you.
No.
How about Signetti, OG? The Zoom tight. It's 4:30.
Is that how they say it in France? Cigarette? I know what they call it in England. I don't know what they call it in
Sunday.
France.
Yeah, I don't.
That was so fucking funny. Thank you, Desmond Bane. out of nowhere. I just saw our pal YC be like, "Why did Bane do that?" And like no context.
That's what OG said. Why did he?
Yeah.
Why did he? I thought you were gonna show the best throw that was supposed to be a throw that wasn't a throw. The Quinshon Judkins. Did you see that?
I sure did.
That's what I thought you were gonna like. The best throw of the day, where 4 seconds too late. He's like, "Oh, what? I was supposed to drop this off."
Is he on the take for the quarterback or for the coach rather? Because this is one of the more inexplicable things I've ever seen. And it's the Browns, obviously.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that explains it all. So I think you answered your own question there.
You're not wrong, but
yeah, this is where I thought you were going.
Well, there's no throw. Well, I guess there is finally a throw. This is number 2. Fuck.
Listen, Buddy walks in. It's a perfect play.
That's exactly walks in.
To tie the game with 1:03 left. It's a perfect play call. Judkins drops that off, and the guy walks in with a lead blocker ahead of. Fannon's got somebody about to block him into the stands in the end zone. Walks in.
Judkins like, "You idiot, turn around." I'm looking up. He's got his eyes downfield, so that's good. Yeah.
He just fires it off Fannon's back like Desmond Bain.
Wake up, Harold. And then, boy, the Titans had this very well covered. Incredibly well covered.
Watch 49. That you dream about a pass coming your way, like a meatball. Yeah. Oh, look at 49. Realize manna from heaven, huh? Too wide open. Too wide open.
No, this is unbelievable. Like, fuck. That's the funniest part. The fact that he remembered way too late. Way too late.
Is this Judkins on the Haslam's like, listen, we could win this, but we need to lose it for draft situation. I'll pick up that roster bonus next week if you forget to throw it back to Jerry Jeudy on the game-winning 2-point conversion.
Is this to make Shedeur look bad?
I saw those numbers today. You can't make Shedeur look bad, but
lost the game, Withers.
Exactly. Again, it's all going according to plan. They took the ball out of his hands and let their second best quarterback throw it.
That was very funny. I'm glad, like, when 2 of the worst teams in the league play, it better at least be funny and somewhat entertaining. And I saw Cam stiff-armed. Is JOK number 9? Who wears 9 on the Browns defense? I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know who's healthy or not on the Browns these days. I saw Cam Ward stiff arm a man straight through the turf. Grant Delpit. LSU's on Grant Delpit. Yeah, just stiff armed him right through the earth's crust, and then threw it away. I think that's the only part of the highlight, so I assume he did not complete it.
It'll look good on Instagram though.
That's where I saw it. It's unbelievable.
We'll say the fade, the throwing out, coming into Io Manor's hands. They'll have to digitally impose that somehow, but it'll look nice on the top.
I watched a lot of Bengals-Bills today, and you talk about snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. These Bengals, Withers, I don't know that I've ever seen 2 throws go consecutively. How Burrow's 2 throws went. That was insane. Insane.
What was the half? I just saw the Bills. I got nothing fantasy wise in this game. I don't know if people heard. I already locked up a bye week, so this week and next week potentially irrelevant for the kid. I'm seeing congratulations everywhere. Thank you. Congratulations everywhere in chat. Simmer down. Job's not done. Job's not done.
Just to give you an idea, if you type in Joe Burrow interception, it autofills interceptions because it's 2 in a row. I'm trying to find a video that has both. Yeah, here we go.
I did type Joe Burrow and it suggested over. I don't know if that's like Jover over or like he had Super the over on interceptions.
So reminder, these happen on consecutive play. Or is this just the second one? Well, I can't. So this is the second one. Bad.
That's pretty good.
Mind you, he had just thrown a pick six the previous throw. So this, and they were up 3 when he throws the first one. Now down 4 after the pick six. They're all just showing the second one. Yeah, here. The first one, much more pathetic. Much girlier throw.
Oh, no.
Look at this.
Oh, no. Would it slip out of his glove or something? What was it? Chase, like, I could catch him down, but I'm not going to do you a solid.
Yeah, it's
that's bad. That's tough.
It's not a good play to begin with. Like this, I get you're getting it to Chase. It's 1st and 10. You know what I mean? What's the rush? I guess this is...
He got nothing but green. I mean, nothing green and white in front of him. If he can get that ball.
He clearly sees the blitz, obviously. And yeah, he does not get a good grip on this thing at all. He's like, maybe I got enough to get it over him. From the end zone angle, he does catch this like by accident. Bedford.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bedford. He catches this like when you're seeing it from the end zone. He does just throw his hands up, and it's like,
oh yeah, he's trying to get like a pinky on it.
Yeah,
it just goes right to magnet hands.
And he takes, I guess this is 2 weeks in a row for him with a pick six. There a touchdown. So I don't know if the other one was a fumble recovery, but yeah, I did think Chase could have easily caught him as well. I thought that was pretty on the table.
If this was a 90-yard play, maybe listen, he's eating up ground right there, and he's like, he was 30 yards away from pay dirt, coach. What?
Like, you know what? I'd rather just stay on offense.
Listen, that ground's cold and hard, so I didn't throw that ball.
T. Higgins was also concussed, I don't know, 9 times in this game. They just kept sending him back out there. Missed last week with a concussion.
Those things cancel out, right? They don't multiply; they cancel out. So he's healthy as he's ever been for a wild card run in that terrible AFC North. They might still win it.
The Bengals were, I would say, controlling this game for 3.5 quarters. Like, they would score, Bills kick a field goal, Bengals would score, Bills would score. They were constantly up between 4 and 10 points all game until those 2 throws, and then that was that. That was the end of that, and they got, I believe, blown out after that. Like I think 40 points is how many.
It ended up being 39-34 is what it ended up being.
Yeah, I mean it was a tough scene. Again, they were in control. I can't stress that enough.
It's the Bengals. They're never in control. It's not how it
No,
goes.
I get it. I definitely get it. So that was very, very funny.
They kept it a smooth 11 points. 14-3, 21-11, very odd scores here, and then they lost. So what can you do?
But we were talking about the Cleveland Browns before, the other Ohio team, the other shit AFC North team.
Listen, both those guys can still win the division, man. Have some respect.
I do think the Browns were officially eliminated today, along with the Jets. I don't know if I saw any other eliminations.
Yeah, it was Falcons are technically out. I think Commanders.
Commanders.
Saints won and eliminated. Terrible.
I did
the
look
Cardinals.
for
Cardinals game not even over yet. They're just like, no, you're done.
Oh, they're big eliminated.
Your guys are done here.
Spooky, I was on the hunt. They only have the giant ones. I want the elf one.
Get the giant elf one.
They don't have it. I would have.
Spooky, get on them.
I didn't have it. I haven't seen. I saw a more dastardly like knockoff Buzz Ball, and I was like, we've gone too far. We've gone simply too far.
The juice ball.
Hey, I can't remember what it was called. It was the horror
draft hype ball.
Very neon. And then I saw the Cocoa Loops. Did you see these?
I saw you post them. I thankfully have not seen them elsewhere.
It stopped me in my tracks. I said, "What are we doing here? Does anyone know their lane anymore? Can anyone stay in their lane?"
No. I just listed. Listen, Netflix is about to own Batman, Mick. Nobody can stay in their lane anymore. There's just one lane. It's about to be Warner Brothers, Netflix, and Warner Brothers. Like those are the top 3 streamers.
I keep I keep wanting to like reassure movie fans that this isn't that big of a deal. And then the main Netflix guy, Ted Sarandos or whatever his fucking name is, this like
Whose name
every
you
time
shouldn't know, by the way.
I agree. I shouldn't know any of these people's. I shouldn't know the
That's the
HBO.
entire point. Yeah, we should not know these
I
people's
should know
names.
his fucking name.
Mhm.
But every time I think like it's probably going to be fine, he talks and I'm like, oh no, it's for sure not going to be fine at all. And then I saw some dickhead went viral. They were like, streaming didn't kill movies. $30 popcorn, and $19 waters. And someone finally went on top of it and they were like, if you don't know how to get snacks into a movie theater, that's an absolute skill issue. They don't even check. In the 90s, they used to like check. Like they'd be like, ladies, leave your purse in the car. Like, we know what you're doing. Nowadays, they're like, we know it's preposterous. Like, just buy the ticket and come. I've got
just don't bother anybody. Like, don't make us approach you for it. That's really it.
I've seen also full meals brought into the movie theater. So yeah, you can't be blaming the snacks for the death of movie theater. It's never been easier to get like drugs, paraphernalia, all of it. They don't check for shit.
Again, why would they? But
they don't care.
They said people do not like going to the movie theaters. Do not believe if they've told you these past 90 to 100 years of available cinema. They don't like it.
No.
Look at this young couple walking out of a movie. They look miserable. Don't they look like that holding hands? Don't they look like they're having a terrible time? Wouldn't they rather watch this movie at home on their couch?
So like I do like watching it at home, but I like that there's the option. You know what I mean? Right. I like that. And it has a lot to do with like the age of my children. It's a terrible age to bring them to a place where you're supposed to like sit still for hours on end.
That's what.
But outside of that, the rest of my life tremendously enjoy, and like I look forward to it in the future, where I push back on them being like, oh, they're gonna like destroy, like demolish. I was like, demolish all of them. Like I see the big time movie boys, they're going to those fucking Cosm places. Have you seen these?
What's this about?
It's it's basically like the I want to call it the dome. What's the big round? The sphere in Vegas. They've made like smaller spheres in, I think there's one in Dallas. This isn't an ad. Okay. Dallas, LA, probably probably not New York because they're fucking huge. But it's basically like if you watch, like they do live events, they do sports, they do concerts, they do movies, and it's screen. The whole thing's screen. Everything's screen. Right. But like the camera angle, like they did the World Series, was right behind home plate. So you're watching like as good of a seat as you can.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know I didn't know what they were called. I have seen that. Yeah.
Cosm, yeah. So yeah, that like they're doing movies. Like I think they're trying to make events more eventy. I don't think Netflix is helping. I think
I think Netflix is trying to go with too many events. Too many events. Because I heard it was like that in an ideal world that would be like you could new Batman or whatever, and it's out in theaters if you want to see it for a month, 2 months. If you can't, it's on Netflix. Then you can go see it. But a lot of the big movies I saw like won't do that because Netflix is like, you got 2 weeks in the theater, and theaters are like that. It's not enough. Can we have 2 more weeks? And Netflix is like, it's old news on our platform by then. So
I do think there's a middle ground to runtime, because I have seen people complain about the run times, and it's like I don't know that you need like 3 months in the movie theater. I don't even know what the average is, but I don't know. Like I think a month is probably reasonable.
Again, I think Netflix is pushing back like 10 days. 10 days in the box office, more than reasonable. And then bring your entire family to sit on the couch and watch it, and probably forget it ever the quality of movie is not going to change, but if you see it on Netflix versus in the theater, I do think it being a moment, like the type of moment or event you're trying to be, does change. There's good movies on Netflix all the time that you watch and you just go on to like a shit movie. You watch a decent one, like it's part of the log. Like I feel like people, maybe it might be some cinema heads in here that it's like, no, every Friday they go to a movie, or every whatever they go see a new movie. Like that's they got like the movie pack, like that's their whole thing. And I don't know if that's just going to be even if it's more accessible, they'll raise the price, of course. It'll be more accessible, but if you're trying to make it like a memorable experience, is that a good thing?
No, I mean, I definitely agree. But it's also, we're living in an age where it's like, how many things don't get spoiled right when they come out? Like you always have the guy who watches, like, I mean, Netflix drops their shows.
Yeah, LaShawn McCoy.
Midnight Pacific time. Right. So it's like 3 a.m. So you wake up in the morning, if you're on the East Coast, some asshole from California tweets about the ending because they were able to watch
they killed him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's just like, all right, movies, like we have had a couple of things where society outside of LaShawn McCoy banded together and tried to not do that. But I do think that's part of it too. Like, how big can an event be, even if it is in the theaters, if spoilers and shit are part of it?
Also saw the movie, like we lose the movie theater. That's the last place it's somewhat unacceptable to use your phone. If the theater goes, it's a wrap. And even then, I think that's less acceptable by the day. I think phone use probably more prominent than it was. Used to be taboo in my day.
Sure.
They'd beat you with a sack of hammers. Yeah,
part of the reason it was taboo was like the screens were so bright and like you had to click buttons, tactile buttons to send a text. So it was like you were making noise. Now, like the screens, my theater by me, the closest one, every actual theater completely kills your signal. Like you cannot use. It's almost like a safety issue, but it's like you can also.
I was gonna say, yeah. Can we have one person with a live phone? Just like, is Agnes in here? Your car is being towed. They tried to call you.
So yeah, that part's like, all right, that's good for sure. What Caleb do?
Through a pit.
He'll do that. He will do that.
He just let the exhale like, I was going to do it sooner or later. I'm like,
what can you do?
28-21 Green Bay.
I mean, it's not even just like, I think that's what Cosm's trying to do. Again, not an ad. It's just the name of the place. I think you can do, like, I think you can.
I'll say, yeah, people like big fights. Yeah.
You
big game, Super Bowl. I think it just comes down to like, to go from what I've seen. If you want to go to the fight or whatever, it's okay. You'll pay $50, and people are like, well, I'll just stay at home and stream it for free. They pay $50 on snacks rather than do that. So yeah, UFC does it, boxing does it. So it's available, and I've been to a theater to watch a fight. Like it's a good experience.
Sure.
I get like I don't know, anything event worthy. I guess now an event is, do I have to leave my house and put on hard bottom shoes? Like that's what's an event now.
I think
not good or bad, just sign at a time.
Part of it for me too, if it is like an event, if I want to get fucked up, I don't want to be outside of my house. How am I supposed to get back to my house?
Hey, if only there was a way to do that.
Uber's
Sarandos drives me home. Yeah.
That, like in New York, it was like, oh, I'll get fucking blackout. I just go on the train. It gets me close enough.
I live in a city with one of those. If not, hey,
priced out. Withers, what do you want?
Hey, good luck. That's everybody, baby. People can't afford the movie, the popcorn, or Netflix now. So soon it'll be no movies at all. Tubi is going to buy Paramount.
Maybe. Who knows what they're up to?
Stealth asking some good questions here.
I mean, I do. I understand.
Because you need to get home, per se, in one piece.
But those Browns, if you got the 1-1 pick, and I actually don't know who has 1-1 right now. The Raiders, maybe. Doesn't matter.
Let's see.
I may be
The
there was
Giants. That's
oh yeah, that's right. Giants. So
They
they're
stink
not
too.
looking
Don't
for
fret.
yeah, they do. They're not looking for a quarterback. Maybe they should, but
I was gonna say, or are they?
they probably
Or
should.
are they?
But I wouldn't like there were points during the Ohio State Indiana game where I was like, both these boys are hooping, making big time throws, third down conversions, big time third down conversions. And Mendoza makes the Heisman throw. I don't remember a Heisman moment that late in the year, Withers. I really don't.
Because we ain't had no Heismans this year, Mick. They're all just
That's why I think
mercenaries.
like like when RG3 won it like week 3, when he had like 3 times as many touchdowns as his incompletions that year. Mendoza having one as late as humanly possible was very cool. But then, and you tell me if I'm out of pocket here. I've never seen a franchise quarterback talk like that.
I saw people talking about it, and I saw it on he said a bad word, didn't he? Didn't he get excited? I thought he said like yeah, we're hyped for this shit or something. But outside that, the other I didn't see. I saw people talking about it, but I didn't.
He was like screaming.
He was hyped. Guy can't be hyped.
Not on the mic there. No.
The game ended like I think they should give these like 10 minutes each side. You're walking from like just throwing the game. The Richard Sherman yelling at Aaron Andrews made me realize that like he just like made the play to send him to the Super Bowl like 45 seconds ago. Like 45 seconds ago. Yeah, I bet he is still a little amped up about Michael Crabtree.
But I'm fine with that with my corner. You know what I mean? I need my quarterback to always be ready to be reserved at all times. My franchise quarterback. I've seen Tom Brady do some very hype shit, and every time he's like, we respect the hell out of that other team. Our guys had a great game today. I kind of sucked. I know he wasn't just saying that. He was telling his offensive line they suck, his receivers to catch everything, no matter where it's thrown. And then as soon as you get in front of that microphone, you got to be composed. You got to be calm, cool, collected. Mendoza was like losing his mind.
That's antiquated thinking, Mick. Old Silver. This is a young man's game.
I see Shadur as flashy as they come. The second someone's like, "Hey, your coach is kind of a big fucking idiot, huh?" He's like, "We don't talk like that around here. We do not do that in this locker room."
That's bull jive, man. Yeah. We want to entertain that. That's bull junk.
So that's where it's just like, I don't know. I can't have it. Won't have it.
I again haven't seen this interview or any. If it's genuine, I don't mind. Like McCarthy's hyped up. I think if it's genuine, they don't mind. But if you're asked, they do mind. So if that's just how Mendoza, like if they go back to Cal and it's like, no, that's just who he is. I'm like, okay, I'm with that.
I think it was genuine.
So I'm with that. Yeah, if it's genuine, I'm with that. If it was like, again, I feel like I gotta be 9 right now. I gotta smear some shit on my face and that. Then no, please be reserved. Please be boring. Please give me Eli Manning, like nothing else. You just got just be genuine.
I need you to almost be able to fight being genuine in that moment.
How could he though? Why would he want to though? Why fight it?
I've seen it my whole life. I've seen Peyton.
But why fight?
Like, I just threatened Mike Vanderjack's entire bloodline, and I'm talking to you, Susie Colbert, and I'm giving you absolutely nothing.
That's what I'm saying. The young quarterback saying respectability is dead. I don't have to.
It's just Mendoza. It's literally just Mendoza.
Is he about to be that? Is he about to be 1-1?
There's been a lot of bad quarterbacks taking 1-1. We just watched one.
Been a lot of good ones too.
I've seen all of the advanced analytics have said Caleb has been big stinky this year.
They're throwing the Judkins play. What a delight. Had no idea, like getting back home and seeing you're dry cleaning in the back seat. What are you doing here? What did I give to the? Yeah, because the dry cleaner, she's holding your baby. What a play. Anywho,
very funny. Yeah,
Colts
Jackson
are
Dart.
done.
Oh, I meant to write down Daniel Jones. I didn't. What an idiot. Like, what an absolute moron to be playing in these games without making the Colts pay you first. They would have. I have no doubt in my mind they would have.
He didn't know if he wanted to go to the Vikings yet. He didn't
Well,
know.
now he's not going anywhere.
I think he can still win the Vikings job. I think it'd be an open competition. And maybe the Colts gig too, for real. He might be. He just got 1 year less on his contract. Yeah, he's fine.
I think he can get franchised, and now I think he probably will.
If I'm the Colts, why would I franchise him? He coming off Achilles for a quarterback?
I don't necessarily want to pay him more than a year.
I'm not putting like all.
I'm not paying like the real, like if someone wants to trade me 2 firsts for him, go ahead. I'm giving you that medium boy, that like 20, whatever we were talking about last episode.
That's only for why that goes by position. So the quarterback one's going
to. No,
I know.
Yeah. But it's less. I remember that with Lamar. That's why they put the lesser tag on him.
But a quarterback that tore his Achilles in December, do I want to franchise him at all?
Maybe.
Like that's what I'm a mobile quarterback. He's not that old, but he's not that young. I don't hate bringing him back on. So like if you want to rehab here now, like we're good, you're good. We can shoot for 2027. But like 40 million, off of torn. What's I guess nothing's confirmed. What looked to be,
I mean, they were talking about like died potentially.
Yeah, what would look to be a season ender. I don't think I can franchise 40 million for nothing, buddy. Sorry.
I guess it's more. I think other teams are so desperate, like Minnesota, like Arizona, as people are saying in the chat. Like I would more just like want to shield myself from someone else making him an offer, being like, we don't care if he's completely healed or going to play at all this year. Like we're so desperate for a quarterback, we're going to give him 4 years.
I mean, if they're going to do that, then yeah, he can go. But outside that, I feel like we can match any offer. And he wanted to come. I'm sure he had some.
That's why I'm not giving him the highest tag. I'm giving him a lower tag.
That's why I'm not giving him any tag.
If you want to pay him, cool. I'll take your 2 firsts. That's fine with me.
That if it's maybe the injury is not as bad as we look or as it looked, if it's something season ending, he was already starting to come back to earth a little bit. So
his leg was broken and he was playing quarterback. And I saw him this week bragging about some fucking like fake patella that his former roommate made him. And it was just like that. That would be my biggest red flags. Like, why were they letting him play? Why were the Colts allowing him to play?
Why was his agent allowed? I think he wanted to get out there, be number 1 free agent. That tag will be $46 million to have him rehab. If somebody else were to do that, go crazy. I'm not tagging you. It is confirmed. That's tough.
Everything I've seen for his is like they don't expect him to be out next year, just out the rest of this year.
And hey, maybe it's not, but a guy that was already on his 3rd team in 2 seasons was already playing not as well he was the first third of this season. Again, Achilles maybe ain't what it used to be. I can't tag you. I can 1 year again. I can bring you back, no question. But no, I can't. I can't 40 million. Yeah, like did they even make the playoffs now?
They're in a tough spot. It was all good 2 weeks ago, and it's just gotten worse and worse by the second. I wouldn't bring Sauce back. I mean,
let me see. They're 7th right now.
Okay,
yeah, they are number 7. Lost 3 in a row. Quarterback.
Is Richardson even active?
I was going to say, is this where Anthony Richardson saves him? I know he's on the roster. I do not know if he's QB2.
I don't know
like who? Yeah, Riley Leonard came in today. Anthony, it's showing he's on IR.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, the orbital fracture when he broke like an entire.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it probably will be Riley Leonard.
That's right.
Yeah, it a terrible time in Danny Dimes. I could probably win. What did he make? Like 14? I might could do that for you to rehab if they really think he's going to be back like for next year. But anything more than that, no. If somebody want to give you 3 years, they can give you 3 years.
While I understand what you're saying, the Colts, I don't know what their other option is, especially since they traded their firsts. Like they don't have
But
much
if it's
choice.
Achilles, this isn't an option though. So it's like you don't have a quarterback either way.
I don't think they are looking at it like that. I think they're looking at it like this year's done.
I think they're smart to look at it like that.
Sure, yeah. I don't think they're looking at it like next year.
Either way, if you sign him or not, either way, you have to have a quarterback to play while until he's healthy. And I don't know if you can say that's just Anthony Richardson. So at that point, I think so. Are you paying big money for him? You probably have to trade Richardson just because he's not cheap from being a top 5 pick, and then get a backup.
Who's trading for that?
Oh, so listen, somebody traded for Mac Jones, Justin Fields, like that conditional 7th, 6th.
Both of those guys have been much better than Anthony Richardson up until this point.
Both those guys not as fast as him either. They can't throw the ball as far. Once you get into workout season, Mick, I can fix him season. Yeah, Richardson to the Vikings, to the Rams.
No one thought that about Trey Lance. That's where it's like I still have my doubts that people think that about Anthony.
What?
They could fix him or do anything, and that's like his closest comp just based off the playing time coming into the league.
Look, Cowboys traded a third for him. He's been on a roster every.
Sure, but that was it. And it was widely mocked at the time. That's what it was. Just like no one else was doing that.
He still found work, and he was never the most physically gifted quarterback to ever be drafted. So somebody will the Anthony Richardson, Justin Fields quarterback competition, Gianni.
I don't think
will turn a lot of people to lacrosse. It will turn a lot of the city to lacrosse.
Yeah, I mean, Mac Jones. Well, I was thinking about Coach of the Year yesterday, I think it was. I don't know how it's not Shanahan.
Let me see where these Bears end up.
Well, they lost, so Shanahan had multiple games with Mac Jones, and then multiple games with his franchise quarterback just stinking, and his wide receiver 1 and 2 just don't play football really ever.
He didn't take over the Bears though, man. I think that's even Steven. Like if whoever finishes high, they're back to like they are 6-7 right now in the NFC and tied at 9-4. So if you say whoever has the better record.
Oh, I don't think that's I understand what you're saying with Ben Johnson. It is crazy that he had the Bears as the 1 seed in December. Whether or not they held it doesn't matter. He did have that. What Shanahan has done this year, like the 49ers come into every single season with high expectations. I write them off every year, and then they are in the Super Bowl for some reason, and then they lose that. But typically things go way cleaner than this for them. But yeah, no Fred, no Bosa. Kittle missed a ton of time. Did CMC miss time too? He started the year hurt. Do I have that right?
Did who?
Christian McCaffrey.
No, he's leading everything. I didn't think he might have been.
No, I know he's leading everything, but I thought he came into the year hurt.
Oh yeah, it still hurt from fucking me over last year. That's all he was hurt from. He's good this year. Yeah, had missed a snap.
Well, that's fair then. Liam Cohen for sure has done a great job in the AFC. I would have him right up there for sure. Like I don't think it's Vrabel. The Patriots have had a crazy turnaround. I don't know. I wish they did. Honestly,
mention.
Of course, 1,000% should be mentioned. But it's like, do they have assistant coach of the year? Do they have like coordinator of the year award? That should be a thing.
Now it's just whoever get their name to rap sheet or Schefter to tweet. This offensive they've been averaging 17 points a game this month. Isn't that impressive?
They get a head coaching. Yeah. They get a head coach job. That's their trophy. But they do have this award.
I was thinking of the Broyles Award, which is assistant in college. I didn't think they had one in the NFL. So
Okay, I knew I wasn't making
Name?
shit up. CMC had a couple days in preseason where they were like, they might take the whole leg. I do remember that. I do.
Again, that was kerfluffle from last year. Okay, so since 2014, they do have a AP NFL Assistant Coach of the Year. So the AP was like 10 years ago. It was like, I think there's some good assistant coaches. And Ben Johnson won it last year. Jim Schwartz the year before. D'Amico Ryans the year before that. And Dan Quinn the year before that. So
okay.
Dayball the year before. So it's kind of, whoever wins it, if you're not Jim Schwartz, you're going to get another head coaching crack at it.
Well, the guy I think should get it also shouldn't get another head coach job because I think it should be Josh McDaniels. I think he has been exceptional this year. And people who've heard me talk about Josh McDaniels know how much I don't like him. But after everything since he left with Brady, he's done. I can't like he still has his moments where I'm like, yep, there he is. But on the whole, I can't think of someone who's done a better job on the coordinator side than he.
Let's see. He does not have one, and there have been no repeat winners. So
they all get head coaching jobs immediately, except for
Jim Schwartz. Except for Jim Schwartz, but
Sal has done a great job too. That's a good call out. Rob Sal has done an unbelievable job both of them just going back to where they've had success and finding more success.
Playing the hits. Was there something extra with Jim Schwartz? Like he's a retread, but retreads get rehired all. Like, that's why they're retreads. You know what I mean? He was head coach of the Lions from 29 to 13, D coordinator for the Bills in 14, coordinator for the Eagles 2016 to 20, won a Super Bowl, defensive assistant for the Titans 21 and 22. In the last 3 years, he's been coordinator for the Browns, who have been a good to really good defense. So is he just at I'd rather be a coordinator?
Probably.
Point? Or again, this is not me saying that he needs a gig or is being passed over. I just feel like one prior head coaching gig, he's still in his 50s. I thought you'd get like one more. Like after 2, that's when they're like, you've been retreaded enough. Yeah, grade A asshole. I think I want my defense. I don't want my defensive coordinator to be no nice guy. Or he just looks at Myles Garrett every day and is like, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I think I'm good. Just what'd you scheme up today, Jim? Man, let me tell you, I had Myles Garrett get in the backfield in 1.2 seconds. All from Jim scheming. All Jimbo scheming.
Yeah, I don't know. 59. He probably, if he's that big of an asshole, he probably interviews horribly.
That's what they like. Depending on, again, if they like you, you can interview like an asshole. They say, man, that guy believes in himself, man. He's also married to the owner's daughter, but he just really believes in himself. I can't hear that everybody. Mike Tomlin interviewed in the Dolphins said he was too hip hop. Mick, I said, Mike Tomlin.
I saw
Mike hip hop Tomlin.
What's his name? We're talking about it. They were like, "What do you go in there with? Like a piece of cardboard? Start breakdancing?"
Yeah, like we perform more b-boy stance type beat. Dennis Lowe. Yeah, I was gonna say he might be the guy where it's like I'm at the perfect level I should be. I'm just saying in general. He had 5 years with the Lions, got him to the playoffs once. This is before Dan Campbell fixed the Lions.
He sure did.
So I don't know. Like if I'm not that he would, I imagine he'll get. You take the interviews just to stay sharp. Or it's like, would I rather stay coordinating the Browns or take over these Giants or take over these? Who else? Titans need a head coach. Steelers may need a head coach. Raiders should need a head coach.
I don't think that. I mean, Ravens.
Well, Ravens might need
Ravens
everything.
Over Steelers for sure.
Should the AFC North, should everybody just musical chairs? I think everybody should just stand up and take a step to the left. Zach Taylor, you got the Ravens now. Harbaugh,
Bucks.
you are a Steeler. Bucks, is that like Bowles is out or like projected him to be out? They still gonna win the division, right?
Oh, of course.
Win the division, but
no one cares about that. Someone has to win that. Like someone had to win the ACC. You know what I mean? Like someone has to win the NFC South. That's just by
course,
law.
the Blue Devils.
Tomlin. I mean, he was in the pressure cooker all week, like the most he's been. And this is about the time of year they usually are like, "Are we going to finish above 500?" And then he does, and he's safe. And his team responded for him. I don't know how that doesn't. Like I could see them trading him. I do think someone would trade for him for sure, but I wouldn't be in a hurry to get. I would just get better. I would try getting better players personally.
I think over the last decade, they've shown they're not going to try that. So, yeah. I've like what you just said and what Mark said here. I've long thought that like the second they wanted to get off of them, they could get a first round pick. Now, I do think somebody would. I don't think you get a first, but yeah, like would the Giants be like, please come make us some type of serious organization? That's why I was like, if I'm the Raiders, I'm like, we should have just not Pete Carroll. We should have just went for Mike Tomlin. He's been making NFL teams competent for the past decade, if that's what we were shooting for. Carroll's been standing on a chair without his shirt. So it's I agree. It's time to go in Pittsburgh. To go where? And then who do they get? Do they run into the Penn State issue? Like we're getting rid of our floor raiser for a ceiling raiser. Now we might not have either. Like we might strike out on both.
And they don't have like the quarterback. They don't have because they're kind of like the Bulls. They're always going to be picking in the middle of the first round. Not high enough to get a difference.
The Bulls are like middle of the lottery. The Steelers are like, y'all should not be picking 20th, man. Y'all are not the 20th best team in the league. But 12, y'all won six. Y'all won 6 in a row to finish the season. You're 10-7-1 or 10-6-1. You're going to play a playoff game and have absolutely no chance. So you're giving up like the high floor, limited ceiling. And I think they're ready. And I agree with them. I think it's time to say, okay, we're ready. We might have a much lower floor, but we might have a much higher ceiling. Like we're ready to try it. You do have to understand it might get much, much worse. And the Steelers have had 3 coaches in 50 years. Like so,
that's
whoever's getting the gig, you've got it for the next 20. So,
yeah, I heard. I can't remember who it was talking about like the owner is as worried about hiring the next coach because he can't just like fuck it up. That's just not what the Steelers do.
And 3 coaches is the big. So it's and I think that's kind of part. You have to be willing. If I know I'm going to do this like once a decade, I think I do have to shoot for the high floor and hope that our Steelers and our everything can raise that ceiling. But what I can't do is get a like just somebody nobody respects in here. We can't have the Steelers become a laughing stock. That's just that's bad for the brand.
I think they need to tank if they are going to do if you're going to do this, go all the way. Fire or trade Tomlin, fire whatever you need to do. If that's
you'll never win 4 games with him. Yeah, get him out of there.
But you got to bottom out immediately after. And I guess next year would be the perfect way or year to do that if everyone's projecting the year after's quarterback class to be as good as it should be, which we'll see at the time of the draft and beyond. But yeah, if you're gonna,
that's so crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I think the best they should do all that. But if you're a Steelers GM fan, all that, are you not just saying like, can we just rebuild for them? Like the Ravens have never had a top 10 pick. They're doing so great right now, but the Chiefs, like these teams, you can rebuild from the middle. Now you can, of course, tank it out and get your hope for the Texans that you get your coach, your quarterback. We're good,
right?
But you can NFL is the sport. Like you can tank from the middle, or you can rebuild from the middle. It's just their last 8 or 9 years have shown that's not going too swell. And then who do you bring in, Mr. King? That's all. It's the $1 million question.
They've had such an issue identifying what a good quarterback even might be that I think they need to get as close to one as possible.
I don't know. You can still pick the wrong guy at one.
Sure, you absolutely can. There's no doubt. I think the team's going to do it this year, but I don't know. Like we've seen them pick the wrong guy, and like obviously the wrong guy. When was Pickett? 22. What pick was he?
Between like 16 and 20, something like that. Yeah, middle.
Yeah. So
We
that's
know
where
when
it's like,
top tier, they never get that back.
no. And then I mean, if people believe in Dart, they whiffed on him this year too.
Whiffed on Gabriel, Shador. This is gonna be, yeah, that will be my Mike Tomlin thing. We didn't win. I'm like, how many of those years did I have Mason Rudolph or a 48-year-old quarterback as my quarterback option? Like, riddle me that, and I'll tell you where I let you down.
Saddled with old Ben, who was awful for like multiple years.
Still won 10 games, and so it's now. I think it's
yeah.
Well, Pickett's bad. You won with bad stuff before, and he's like, "Well, can you give me some good stuff? Like, can I like once get some?" I think the worst thing to do would be like, we'll keep Tomlin. We'll just trade for Kyler.
Right.
Keep it pushing. I think that would be like, if you're gonna pick a side, pick a side.
Oh, they're gonna trade for like Geno and be like, "Well, we're not the Raiders."
They might be. It might be the same picture.
Might be.
What if Harbaugh and Tomlin just switch places? Does that do anything for anybody? Is it just you just need a new? You need a new scenery. You need to put some purple on instead of some black and yellow. Mike, now you're back locked in. Does he need a year off? Does he like? Do we want to see Mike Tomlin coaching the Titans? Do we want to see Harbaugh doing anything?
I don't know how he'd fare in college, and it's obviously late in the job cycle for that. But if the women of the night are to be believed, that whole team fucking hates and has hated Harbaugh in Baltimore for some time.
I think,
and not even in like
the men of the day, the lady of the night, the fans of the street, they'll all tell you the same story for Harbaugh.
I got pushed. One of the first clips we posted from this show coming back was me being like, week 1, they got to fire Harbaugh, and people being like that week 1 overreactions. And it's like, no, they do this every year. And this year's been,
that was the Chiefs game.
Yeah. Week 1, they fucking blew it. Yeah. That's just kind of what they do. So that's where it's like, I don't know. It's so over there. I know more Ravens offensive lineman names than I should know, because the entire fan base hates all of them. They're out on the whole bunch, except for like Linderbaum.
You get to take over one team in the AFC North for the next, I'll call it decade, but you have, like, you're starting with the roster, the picks you have now. The objective is to win a championship over these 10 years. You can win one and be 9 or like terrible 9 other years. Check the box. That's the only goal. Who would you most rather take over? And I'll ask chat too, of the AFC North, the Browns, the Bengals, the Ravens, the Steelers. You say Browns, why?
Yeah. 1, they have the draft capital already.
2, any draft capital at all. Yeah.
2, they have the quarterback. 3, if I fail there, no one's gonna care. Like, I'm not.
Stefanski's got 2 coaches of the year. I'd call that success, and nobody cares. So
right, Baker, I thought, was successful there. People were upset. Like, I would just be another name that fucked up there. You know what I mean? Like, oh well.
They put you on the back of the jersey. Yeah.
Yeah. If I fuck up with the Ravens, like, they'll come to my house. They'll come right to my house. The Bengals also don't care, but if the Bengals won the Super Bowl,
they care.
They do. They absolutely. I remember blogging the year before Burrow that there was a guy who was sleeping on his roof until they won a game. And it wasn't until like mid-November that they won. And he was like, it's quite cold. It's
become a humanitarian issue. Like, if they don't win by week 9, he will die up there.
And I know ownership's going to fuck me over there. Like, I do think the Browns like want to win. I just think they have no idea. They would like it. I don't know. Like, it's their primary objective. I don't think they're actively working against it.
The owner's the one that commissioned that trade and contract. That's why I'd agree with you, except for that, where it's like, if I would take the Ravens, because again, like, if I'm resetting it, or Steelers on, I feel like Ravens or Steelers, I will get what I need to be successful. It's like
Tomlin hasn't.
Or has he?
I don't think he has.
I think at that point, what is success? Because if I'm the Steelers for 50 years, they're like 10 years in the playoff. That's success. It's like it is, but you haven't been a contender in probably 10 years. So I think they'll give you stuff and time. I think the Ravens will give you like resources and time.
I got the time regardless. I got the 10 years.
You might, like you said, if the Baltimore fans show up at your house, you might not. You might not.
I'm not picking the Ravens. Like
I think Bengals is the one I just know ownership. Like whatever happens, ownership is they're out. Ravens, it's between Ravens and probably Browns for me.
Well, Ravens have Lamar. Like whatever's happening right now, he's clearly hurt. Like he clearly is not 100%.
We ain't never seen him turn the ball over, trick some games off. This is only him when he's injured.
I mean, not to this level.
So he's old too?
I don't know. I think he's just hurt.
He's always hurt, man.
He for sure is not. Yeah, I don't know that the Ravens are like a huge rebuild away. I mean, I had
win some who with Lamar? I'm sorry, Mick, but I just do some what now?
Yeah, Bengals are last
comfortably. I think Bengals are comfortably fourth.
I don't know. Yeah, Browns. I'm getting ready, Jerry Jeudy. He's talking.
No, they're back locked in. He scored a touchdown today. They're back good. New watches for the whole wide receiver group.
But yeah, I'm giving Shedeur like a couple years here. Like exactly two.
Exactly. Is this for year one?
From what I start, like he's got next year. If that goes like so horribly, it's like, all right, you're on the team, but there's competition here. If he keeps hooping like this, like, all right, it's super simple. Like we were both in on Shedeur pre-draft. Since he's come into the NFL and actually played in games, it's like, yeah, pretty good.
My only gripe was that I'm like, that guy's better than Dylan Gabriel. It's like, that's where I really had my gripe. In college, like all that, I was like, I think he's just better.
And ownership agreed. Ownership made them make that pick.
Are they gonna make him sit him down for a healthy Deshaun Watson, who's 14 days away from practice now? 7 from game. Is Shedeur gonna have like 2 more good weeks in a row, and they're like, great, you kept it warm enough for Deshaun to start the last 3 games. You did great.
Now, as someone who didn't sign the paperwork for this job yet, nothing would be funnier. Nothing. But I would have the Steelers third pretty comfortably. Like I don't know. I think the fan base has like a high level of expectation, understandably. And I don't know how easy, like I don't know unless you can say ahead of time, which I don't believe is legal. Like, hey, we're bottoming out this year so that we can rebuild that way. Because who are they going to get? Like you said, Kyler? Like that's not a winning strategy.
Tua.
Yeah, like I'm all set.
Once Deshaun is back, I trade whatever they drafted Shedeur with. Like here's your even Steven. Here's your 5th rounder back. Because Browns right now would have 4 and 20. The Jaguars are projected to pick 27. Liam Cohen is the coach of the year. If the Jaguars,
yeah, he's for sure right up there.
Pick 27. They've got them getting. That's what I'm afraid. I think they would just take Dante Moore. It's like you can.
I would not.
You don't. Hey, I was gonna say you can do that. You don't have to, Browns. There's nothing saying you have to. Now you could take Dante Moore. Doesn't mean you have to start him, but it's like, do I want to start the clock that soon? Do I any of that? They got them at 4 right now. Subject to the top 3 teams are all 2 wins. Yeah. 3 2-win teams, 5 3-10 teams. So one of these terrible teams will pick 8th. So Cardinals, Jets,
Rams.
Somebody, terrible teams. Somebody will be picking 8th.
That's what I may be. My first call might be to the Falcons to be like, hey, I know you don't get a pick this year. How about your next 2 for 4? That way I can get Jeremiah Smith, and if Shedeur doesn't work, my quarterback next year.
Oh, they keep showing more Jeremiah Smith running routes, Mick. I don't know.
He had what, 4 for 120.
Is it going to play when he's not playing those juggernaut Hoosiers?
Probably. It'd probably be easier. They
They said his route running a 56. I said, come on, man, that's low. That's a low number. Don't say that.
I'm still very in. I may be out on. Well, I haven't heard anyone call him Hollywood Williams in decades. I haven't heard that nickname.
Oh, Ryan? You mean Ryan? Listen, when he go to LSU next year and Lane scheme him up something nice, we'll see. But he's Ryan right now.
Yeah, he's big Ryan. You know who's nothing is Notre Dame.
Hey,
the biggest loser university.
Whoa.
That ever was and will be. Like what are they talking about? We've withdrawn from bowl. We're all set other bowls.
They got snubbed, Mick.
Did they lose 2 games?
Other people lost 2 games and made it to the playoff.
Do they have conferences?
None of my business. Do they have networks? Okay, then.
Does that network have any of these playoff games? No, no one cares.
Listen, there's 19 playoffs, so probably we'll be seeing Pluto. Paramount's gonna be showing the team of field of 24 playoff games.
Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like they leave them out just so they can expand and see, like, hey, we can't have Notre Dame 13th. You know what I mean? Well, let's just make it.
Did you see what Herb Street said?
Yes.
I would say basically, yeah. So it's, and when it gets to 20, they'll say that for 4 more teams. When it gets to 24, they'll say, well, how can you leave Kennesaw State out, man? They had a great year. And they'll be in.
Like the Indiana-Ohio State game, my immediate reaction was disappointment. Yeah, join a fucking conference. It's right there. Go ahead.
They're like counterpoint. No.
It's like, all right, yeah, enjoy the Meineke Car Care Bowl. We'll invite you.
And again, they said no.
Yeah, I think that's
horrible. Them being just so offended, man. Like, oh, how you expect us to go to the Duke Males Bowl? Excuse you.
Yeah, I don't feel anything for Notre Dame. Like this is, but they make the whole fucking team Withers slap a sign every day. That's just play like a champion today, unless things don't go your way. Then you can cry and do a big boom boom in your diaper. Like a champion. If the movie Rudy didn't exist, I don't know that Notre Dame would have any sway.
That's the power of cinema. This is where we at with it now, Magoo. Because again, if it's for now, it's 12 teams. 12 teams in
this year.
Yeah, 12 teams for now. So minimum 4 are like, we got snub. You change to 20, 10 more teams will feel like we got snub. You change to 40, and 60 teams will feel like we got stuff. So this is just where we at. Ain't that right, Alice?
It's embarrassing for Notre Dame to do this. And like I remember getting yelled at when they went to 4 teams, me saying like, oh, they killed bowl games. Like bowl games don't matter anymore. People were furious at me when I said that. And I was like, well, where do you think this is going to end up? And here it is. The whole time the BCS was perfect. Boy, do I miss her.
Even Saban brought it up. Saban was like, well, you used to have the 2-team computer. He's like, y'all remember that? Then he made the rest of his point, but he was like, y'all know I was winning. He's like, I won in all these eras pretty much. So I'm calling balls and strikes here. But no, it's, I mean, we talked about it last show and it's been talked about. Like Indiana, Ohio State, it's like, man, that was a great game. And if it was the game that was like Ohio State blew it.
Right.
Like they blew it. Or if it's like, okay, you got like, you might have one more chance. No, now you've got 4 more or 3 more chances. They'll rightfully still get a bye, but we'll see them again in 3 weeks, probably.
If it were the BCS, do you think it would be a rematch? I don't.
No, I think they go UGA, Indiana.
Yeah, me too. So I was kind of surprised to see Ohio State too. And that's the issue with this being so fucking opinion based. They've made a worse version of the NFL because the NFL is just like, well,
It
what
was
was your
already a
record?
worse version of the NFL.
No, talent wise,
Yeah.
yes, but I'm talking about just the playoff structure.
yeah.
Like they've copied the playoff structure exactly, except it's not based off anything other than opinions. Like they theoretically, I know they wouldn't do this, but theoretically they could keep Indiana out if they're like not a big enough market. We're not going to do it because I'll pick like there's nothing that guarantees you.
Say they,
You know what I
I
mean?
like James Madison University. Them being like they just showed their schedule and somebody just posted their schedule and just what are we doing? It's like, but they're a conference champion. They lost one time. Their one loss was to Louisville. They beat the shit out of Marshall. They beat the shit out of Central Connecticut State. Clearly, they should be here. That's how I would have had it, JT. Indiana 1,
Yeah.
UGA 2, OSU 3,
Yep.
Texas Tech 4. Those are your buys. To me, now, those are the 4 teams that got buys, but I think they did flip Bama and UGA and Ohio State.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bama
That's where it's
in there.
Get Tulane. I don't know. I think with 12, this was the point when we got to 12. It was like the Northern Illinois teams that would pop off and be good every once in a while, like the Tulane
Boise State. Yeah.
Yeah, like those teams now were supposed to get a shot, and when they get their doors blown off, everyone can go see. And that's I thought that was the point of 12. Now you can't even get those guys in at 12. People get upset.
And that's the game. Because now, so James Madison goes to where? Where is the
Hell.
bracket? I'd rather go to hell than Oregon on the road. Where is this?
I'm pulling it up.
Do we have a bracket here? There are a million links for none of them to have a bracket.
All right.
Irish say no bowl after college football playoff snub. Rankings, quote unquote, farce. A farce, Mick.
Well, because what the AP had him like 11th, which makes it much like more insulting.
James Madison was like 24th and made it. So it's like, so why do we still do AP rank? Like, what are we? Here we go. So Indiana gets the winner of Alabama, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's hosting. James Madison goes to Oregon. I don't know who's coaching. Like their coaches left for UCLA. I don't know if he gets to run this one out or
everyone except Ole Miss has been fine with it.
I think that's much funnier too. Everybody like, yeah, you. They go to the winner of James Madison. Oregon goes to Texas Tech. Winner of Miami A&M goes to Ohio State. If I'm UGA, I'm feeling great, man. No disrespect to Tulane or Ole Miss. They got the best draw. Yeah. They got the best draw. I thought BYU should have got it in, honestly. They lost 2 games, both by 20 points, but both to Texas Tech. Those were the 2 losses. But they didn't win their division. They didn't win their conference. James Madison did. Tulane did. So
yeah, I don't know. I think BYU exactly. I think that's kind of it. It's like, yeah, BYU played a playoff team. They got their doors blown off twice. And thank you, Spooky. Their quarterback wears number 47. Like we've seen enough here.
It's good net Bear Bachmeyer. If he
sure.
just played linebacker, everything else could stay the same.
First round grade.
But that's the thing. BYU's like, okay, yeah, we played a playoff team twice and got our doors kicked in. What playoff team did James Madison play at all? What playoff team did Tulane play? Tulane's loss was to UTS or somebody. I believe they got smoked in it. No, they've got 2. Ole Miss. They lost to Ole Miss by 35 points.
Okay.
And then they lost to UTSA they lost to a UTSA team that went 6-6 by 22 points. So they've got 2 losses. Again, if I'm BYU, it's like at least both of our losses were two teams in this. We didn't win the American Conference. Our bad.
Who wouldn't let Tulane wear their white jerseys earlier this year? And they smoked them.
Yeah, who was that?
It was like was it Northwestern?
I'm looking at their.
It was not a real school, so I would take that back.
I was they did play Northwestern, so it might
I
have
think
been
that's who
that
it
was first game of
Yeah,
the school. Yeah, they wouldn't wear the all white
the
the
Katrina
New
ones, yeah.
Orleans joints. Yeah,
Yeah, that was enough for me when that I put them in the playoff then after week 1.
So BYU versus Notre. Listen, that could be a nice bowl game if somebody would show up. That could be a nice New Year's bowl game. I'm sure. I don't know what bowl BYU got. I feel like they would show up. They don't have shit else to do. Complimentary. They got ball games to win.
Eat some cookies.
Maybe not after 9. That's lose your scully.
Go watch the Bandsta.
Hey, listen, not after 9:30. Dribbling the ball after 9:30 on a school night is bad news. But Ohio State being on your side is tough for UGA. But you are felt like we have a good win, and if we get past Ohio State, we're the favorites. That's how I'm feeling if I'm a UGA fan.
So the Pop-Tart Bowl was BYU versus Notre Dame. Not turning down the Pop-Tart Bowl is even crazier than turning down just bowls in general.
Marcus Freeman said, "Man, I'm not about to eat no frosted strawberry."
Man,
no. We do not slap a banner to say brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart every morning.
Yeah, that's disgusting behavior by Notre Dame.
Because I'll say, was it UGA got left out last year or no? Not the Florida State year where they had to play Florida State and just beat them like 63-3. Kirby's like, whatever bowl game we take it serious. Dog, go. We win it 60-3.
Right, that was after Florida State cried all week.
I was like, that's a guy with the right mentality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Indiana. I was going into last night. I was thinking as the most accurate college football bracket a picker in the country. People forget I went 10 for 11 last year. I was thinking like I don't know that Ohio State is going to go undefeated. Like I just didn't see it in the cards. Them losing, now I'm kind of in on them winning the championship. I wasn't 24 hours ago. Them losing actually made me more in on Ohio State.
It's like Ohio State fans told me this like during the playoff. So this is, or excuse me, before the playoff. This is after they were dominant but lost to Michigan. They're like, no, they've changed the structure to where they're like NFL wise, they're playing for January. They're good to lose one because they know they still have a chance. They're playing for January. I'm like, well, I'm like, yeah, okay. Let me see Ryan Day do it. Hey, he's done it once, and he might be about to do it again. So maybe they have just figured out. Because again, like if they wanted Jeremiah Smith to win high, he would have caught 150 pat. Like, you know what I'm saying? They could, if they wanted Sayin to throw for 5,000, they could have had that. I do think they were like, no, we'll never really kick it into high gear if we need to. If we play Indiana again, that's when we'll kick it into high. And I'm not saying it'll get them a win, but if you know you're in either way, what am I showing? If I know, like, not only am I in, but I'm getting a bye either way, yeah, I'm not emptying the anything.
Like they still held them to 13 points in the loss, you know what I mean? And they were within what, the 5 twice and didn't score. Now, obviously, like I'm not saying like they should have lost the game. They had chances to win it. They didn't. But did they? And I haven't like taken a deep dive into how they normally run things, but like were they showing their entire playbook thinking like, hey, we might see this team in a couple weeks?
I don't think they were. And
right.
Also, did you see the Indiana fans talking shit to the Ohio State kicker?
No, but that's deserved.
What this is like right before the kick, he's like lining up he's getting his practice kicks in, and they're like, well, they're just talking shit. He's like pointing at the scoreboard, and the guy's like, yeah, that's what it is now. Are you gonna make this kick? Are you gonna make the game-winning kick? And he kind of like shrugs, gives him one of these, and the other guy's like, you should be saying I'm gonna fucking nail that kick, and you didn't say it. I was like, listen, Indiana's on his head. He didn't know.
I didn't know. Like now, as much as I felt nothing when that game ended, I didn't know Indiana historically Like, I don't know how they still have a football program based off the stats they were showing. I didn't know they were like the worst. I know someone has to be
the worst.
but I would have assumed it was like UMass, like not Indiana.
Please, Cohen had them boys singing for a couple of years.
Had to have, but like
they are
Indiana,
statistically they're like, no, Kurt Signetti is doing real life video game shit. I'm gonna take that school to the championship in 2 years. The worst team ever. 2 years. I don't get a draft. I didn't have the number 1 draft pick to help get me here. I don't have the biggest NIL fund, even if we are throwing some bread around. I hired the guy out of James Madison before, and it's like, I hope this works. And he was like, what if? Crazy thought. What if we went to the playoff back-to-back years? Let me throw that at you.
I didn't realize the Google Me quote was from his like introductory press conference. Like I thought that was like after last year. I didn't realize it was like day one being like, nah, I run this shit. Yes, you wait.
Like that's the whole, again, are you winning or not? That's what determines what kind of dickhead you are.
Sure, big time.
Signetti winning right now, man, that guy's got, he knows his program. His confidence. He breathes it into his players. And if they lost to Ohio State by 40 points, it would have been that guy. He walked him into the slaughter, man. Fake news. He knew he was getting him killed. He took that extension because he was scared of the grind. No, I think he's just a great football coach. And he knows he's a great football coach. He's proving it.
And I can't remember. I wish I could give him credit because I can't remember who said it, but they were like, this is the clearest coach to future stadium named after him path going. Like I believe they play at Memorial Stadium, which means nothing. Like absolutely, they don't have memories.
100 other schools, yeah,
yeah. They don't even have memories to talk about.
Listen, they do, but we don't talk about them. God bless their soul. God bless Antoine Randall. So God bless Michael Penix's left air, right ACL.
They hadn't beat Ohio State in like 30 years. Like that, like it's crazy. He just walks in. He's like, yeah, no problem. So I'm. It's weird. Like I'm rooting for Signetti, but rooting hard against Mendoza. So it's a weird dynamic.
I'll say that's where Signetti. I don't say he can't lose and he loses to Alabama by 40 points, but I would say the extension's already signed, but I agree. I don't think that'll happen. Stranger things happen. Oh, yeah, this might be Signetti you in like 10 years, Pluie. Signetti Field, that's not thinking big enough. The Signetti School of Business on Indiana's campus.
Outstanding on business. I don't think losing to Alabama ever is like a negative, especially if you're Indiana. So like even with the expectations right now, if they did lose, it's just like, well, yeah, Alabama showed up. If they lose to Oklahoma, I'm tearing up the contract. I think you can't lose to Oklahoma.
Listen, I was like, Oklahoma might be the all-time winningest program for what they were doing.
It's still Army in the 40s. Like,
yeah. So, yeah,
Texas.
I do think I 100% think Penn State was like, well, this is we'll just fire James Franklin and we'll get Signet. Like he'll come here. Like Matt Rule, absolutely, he's our safe alumni pool. Right. But we'll just get Signetti, and Signetti's like, I'm good. I'm all good.
Yeah.
And Penn State, I don't know where they go. I'm sure that they're going to get somebody, but maybe not.
As I'm looking at it, like I like Texas Tech's defense, but I can't remember who I heard talking about it. It was like one of the larger college football talking heads. They were like, their line play, just because of like the Big 12, their line play is so bad that they may
O-line play.
Yeah, O-line. And really D-line. I know they got the edge there who's going to get drafted in the first round, but like I don't know if they have any big hosses in the middle. You know what I mean? Like if Oregon's ever going to do it, this has to be the year. Has to be.
This would feel like home game for JMU, a Texas Tech with a good defense, but we'll see, can they hold up on the other side of both lines? You'd be getting, whoever's left of Indiana. If it's Alabama, you can beat them. If it's Oklahoma, you can for sure beat them. Indiana went into Oregon and beat them, so you'd have to
Sure.
go through that. But this would be neutral site now, so I don't think that hurts or helps Indiana. It's like our shit smokes anywhere, dog. We beat you there. We beat you. Just like, but no, this is favorable for like again. Will Stein is coaching through this, but he's about to like maybe he's the goods. I don't know. Maybe they find a new OC and just run it back next year. But you never want to take it for granted. You never want to just assume that because we have money and resources, all that we'll be back. You probably will, but will it break like this? Again, Kirby Smart is showing John Summerall's like high school football tape. These guys weren't even born. He's like, that guy, he don't believe in you. He don't believe in you. He quit coaching Tulane. He found out they were going to have to play y'all because he don't believe. And Coach, that's not why he quit Tulane. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I was going to say Georgia, Ohio State looks like the juiciest potential game. Obviously, Ole Miss running the table would be very funny. I don't think it's going to happen, but would be very objectively very funny.
I think, is that the funniest outcome? Or like James Madison winning would be, I'd laugh, but Ole Miss winning would be.
It's almost like
hilarious.
If James Madison wins, I think that gives more credence to them expand. I know they're going to expand regardless, but I think it makes their argument like, man, what if Notre Dame got it? What if like
the 12 seed can win it?
Yeah, even if like if Alabama does that, I think that's or what does Miami have 2 losses?
Yes.
So that's like
Notre Dame,
yeah. I think they need like a 1 or 2. They can't even have a 2-loss team. Like it has to be a 1-loss team. Oregon only has the 1 loss to Indiana.
Oregon's got the 1.
Or then no, did they not play Ohio State this year? I know they.
That's it. Like this is kind of the thing because you get big conferences with big teams at the top, but depending on the schedule, none of the teams play each other that year.
Crazy.
So it's like we have a big conference for big matchups and big money and big games and all that. And yeah, they just didn't. Penn State was like the tough Big Ten team. I think everybody played, and this was the Penn State year from hell. So
yeah, I mean Penn State,
the worst year Penn State's ever.
Penn State and Clemson were both like preseason top 4, and now they're playing each other in a bowl game, which is very funny.
Just like we all had it drawn up.
Ole Miss winning is I think objectively the funniest thing. Like Texas Tech winning, it's just like, all right, that's cool. Like I don't know.
All right, they spent some money at work. Salute.
Yeah,
that's nice. It's not that funny, but it's nice.
No, yeah, it would be like, all right, yeah, the 4 seed one, we've seen that before. Okay, Ohio State winning, I think most people probably still expect. Are they the favorites?
They're still the favorite.
Yeah. So I think that's still where I'm leaning right now. We'll fill out. We have a month and a half before any of these games start, so we'll fill out this bracket. Alabama winning, I would find funny. I know that would piss off probably the most people.
That's what makes it funny.
I think Miami winning would be very funny because Notre Dame has acted like, well, we only lost by 3 on their field, so we basically tied. Like that's what I'm really hating about this entire the opinions. You lost the game.
Yeah, but
and they were down a lot for most of the game, if I remember correctly.
Well, I'll say this is where Notre Dame hurts itself because like if you play the Pop-Tart Bowl, win by 50, then if Miami wins at all, you just hang a banner too and be like, well, we're
right.
Partial champions. Like that. Wait, but they beat y'all too. Yeah, but if they played us again, maybe they wouldn't have.
Yeah, Ole Miss, the funniest.
Yeah, Ole Miss winning, Lane getting paid, but being like physically barred from entering the state of any of the playoff games would be pretty funny. I do like. There's a small part of funny to me, just like James Madison and Tulane winning like right after their coaches leave. Like, damn, that'd be a little bit funny. Not as funny as Pete Golding holding the crystal ball in front of everybody.
Golding winning and then just being terrible for like 15. Like they're not gonna fire him. Like for like 15, 20 years would be the funniest.
But he left our all-time loss leader. He won 42% of his career games. We're unveiling Pete Golding Field for that 2025 championship, and the crowd will go nuts.
I mean, would that not just be like coach version of Eli, their most famous player of the century? You know what I mean? a dead 500 guy who just happened to win against all odds.
I got to do it twice. Golden just does it again next year and then never wins another SEC game. That would be they win this year, it's the fluke. Next year, he's like, no, like we're the goods. Run the 16-0, 15-0, whatever. And then after that, 4-8, 5-7, 6-6, 4-8, 5-7.
I still think Indiana winning would be, even though they're the 1 seed, that'd be very funny based off of all their history I learned about yesterday. Like I didn't know they were that. They're kind of like the Bucks.
Yeah, Tampa.
Yeah. Milwaukee too. Like I don't.
Our lows are low, but when you Miami Marlins type beat, when we're hot, we're the best ever. Outside of that, 11 seed ball.
Yeah, I'm really liking that Oregon draw. I'm gonna have to look at this. I think Oregon could get Ohio State. I don't know if they could get Georgia.
Could Georgia get Ohio State?
The Georgia fan in my life, Nick Tringali, I asked him.
The Georgia fan in all our lives.
Yeah. I asked him early November. I was at his daughter's birthday, invited.
Loitering.
and
what y'all doing in there? Eating cake?
I was like, it's Ohio State 1. I feel like you, and he was obviously down on the Dogs as he's just programmed. Every Georgia fan's programmed to be.
He lived through Rick. I get it.
Yeah. I was like, it's Ohio State, then like you, right? And he was like, yeah. He would feel confident against everyone, but he did think Ohio State was like much better.
It's tough to say. I was gonna say, I think they have more talent, which seems crazy to say about a Kirby Smart recruited UGA team. But I would not they've lost 1 game by 3 points to another team that I'm staring at in this
right. And they also housed that team.
That's what I'm saying. So if UGA just like beats everybody by double digits, Ohio State included, I don't think anything Kirby Smart does at this point could surprise. Again, he's already talked himself into being an underdog.
They're the 3 seed. Yeah.
They gave us this week off. They don't want to watch us play, boys. They just don't want to watch us play. They think Tulane better than y'all. Tulane.
Yeah, I think for sure Kirby can get it done. Yeah, Ohio State apparently has like the number 1 kicker on their bench.
And Ryan Day keeps hey, Junior. Tap buddy on you, yeah. Tap the other guy. You're in, not you, mega leg.
We've seen Saban swap out quarterbacks. Nothing would be, I think, more demoralizing than swapping out kickers.
And kicker. We talked the LSU game. He'll swap a kicker too.
Oh, true.
I think Saban would swap it. Coordinate. He swapped himself. Guys, I just didn't have it today. I went home. I sent myself home. Yeah. Miss Terry is now suiting up, putting on the headset. All right, boys, none of that bullshit. Y'all know how I run it.
Did you see him and Kirby talking?
Was with DeBoer when DeBoer had on at a Zoot suit riot?
Oh, I don't know if DeBoer. I didn't. The only clip I saw was him being like, "How do you win this game?" And none of the bullshit I taught you. How do you go win this game? And Kirby was like, "Well, if I did it how you do it, I would swap out my backup quarterback halfway through the game."
It worked.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at the Ohio State Oregon National Championship. That's what's sticking out to me right now.
I would just like to see like Oregon's Dan Lanning, who used to be with Kirby and all them. Dan Lanning versus Georgia would be interesting. And it's like that was a good game, but I'm good on an end. Like I would of course watch if it was 1-2 rematch, I'd watch.
Sure.
But I didn't watch that game yesterday. Like, man, I need another one of these in 7 weeks. I don't know Kirby feel the right type of motivated.
Sure.
We're gonna start seeing the driving scandals soon. I think they're locked in. Oregon UGAs was staring at me right now, but
I think that's super on the table.
Sometimes I was like, yeah, a wild card. It's like this is probably the sport where a wild card is like least suit. Like what's 11 seed will make the Sweet 16 and it'll be nice. They might even make the Elite 8, but then they get their like teeth kicked in.
Right.
This might be that like from the jump. If Oregon's like at home, we have to show that we don't approve of your kind even being here.
Yeah, what a James Madison's Virginia, right?
I believe so. It's a bit of a trick, yeah. Listen, that's customary. They're in the Big Ten, Harrisonburg, Virginia. So a Virginia team is going playoff marching. Sorry, Chris Long.
No way there's a direct flight. They gotta transfer to O'Hare to get out there.
They gotta fly to Manitoba and then shoot down.
Yeah, Vancouver and drive.
Yes. Guys, we can go to Vegas and go up, or we can go to Saskatchewan and go down. Captains, give me a vote.
The two games I can see in the first round fucking me up are Miami, A&M. I just fundamentally don't respect A&M, and I always overrate Miami. So when A&M undoubtedly wins that game by like 17 points, I'm going to look like an asshole for picking Miami.
That's where home field does play a factor.
Maybe. I mean, I'm riding with Ruben Bain. That's who I'm riding with. Because Beck has to have the most experience out of anyone in these playoffs.
Yeah, probably.
It has to.
Ooh, I guess. No, I was gonna say Dante Moore was at Oregon, but he wasn't starting.
No.
So
Bo Nix was getting starts 87 and 88. And Alabama,
I would say that was DG time by then.
Oh, true. If Oklahoma somehow beats Alabama, like I can't imagine the series of events that would get me to pick Oklahoma over Alabama.
Big Mateer hours.
He could definitely go out and hoop. I know I won't be picking that. I just won't be doing
Venables hours. We're gonna get the Texas Bowl, the Texas Tech, Texas A&M, while Texas, the University of Texas, I think was the 13th seed. They might even been 13th seed, like over Notre Dame. Did Texas turn down their bowl game? What's their hat?
I don't think so. I don't think they're cowards.
Let me see. No, excuse me. BYU was 12, Vandy 13, Texas 14. Then James Madison 19, and now 12.
Michigan versus Texas in the Cheez-It Bowl. Yeah, that's what America's all about.
That's blue. People want blue bloods, right? That's blue bloods, yellow Cheez-Its. What more do you need?
Oh man, did you have anything else? I see one thing that happened while we were talking.
No, what hit me?
Second baseman Jeff Kent was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame by the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee. This is from Jeff Passan. Maybe you've heard of him. He will be inducted in July. Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy, and 3 others did not receive sufficient votes. I've seen in the chat since this came out that Bonds got 0.
No. I just didn't see it with him, bro. I just don't see what that Bonds guy. Now his father could swing the lumber, but Junior, no votes is crazy.
No,
Clemens, like if Bonds got 0, Clemens would have to get 0, right? If that's what we're
playing. Think Clemens, for most of the 10 years they were on the ballot, would always get a couple more votes than Bonds, I think, until the very end. Yeah, it was always big. It's always bad when I'm seeing points made by AJ Pierzynski, and I'm like, yep, that's correct. Like that's a tough look.
First person makes good point.
Yeah, he was like, and I've seen similar thoughts, but I thought him saying it on like a relatively large platform was important. he was like, anything after 05, if you got popped then, I have no sympathy for you. He was like, Manny Ramirez, A-Rod, you guys are out. Like, you knew what it was. He was like, everything prior to 05, it was illegal to use steroids like as a human being in America. But baseball, it was not outlawed and in fact largely encouraged. So why like they didn't take it out of baseball until 05. So why would we care about anything that happened prior to that? And obviously I don't give, like, I never cared at all. But I don't understand, like, Jeff Kent should be in regardless. I think he's like the second most or maybe the most home runs by a second baseman ever. Like, he's way up there.
That's what I was looking at the resume. He was a hooper. He was a hooper.
It's like over 400 home runs, right?
Let's see. 5 All-Stars, an MVP, 4 Silver Sluggers, 377 home runs, 290 career average.
Okay.
A shade under 2,500 career hits. That's why in my mind he was like Hall of pretty good. I don't have a gripe with him getting in, but
over
ahead
these
of some
guys,
of those, ahead of some of these names, Dale Murphy, like, what the hell? What did I do? What did I do?
It's still Dale Murphy's still alive, right?
Let me confirm that. Yes, I was gonna say make sure the Murph man ain't kick it. He got 2 MVPs, 7 All-Stars, 5 Gold Gloves, 4 Silver Sluggers, a Clemente Award, 2 home run leaders, 2 RBI leaders. Number 3 retired for the Braves and Braves Hall of Fame. He just played for the Braves while they stunk.
For sure, but that doesn't really matter.
I would agree, and that's why. I'll be honest. I thought Dale Murphy was. I thought he was in. I thought everybody had moved on to like, okay, now let's get Andrew Jones in, who should be in.
He's still on the regular ballot and won't get in, which is really dumb. But yeah, Dale Murphy should be literally all of these guys. I haven't looked into Donnie Baseball's numbers, but he's done automatically. Like that's just a baseball
crying out loud. Yeah.
There's that, but it's like it's just one of the baseball names you know forever. Like once you learn about baseball, like Mattingly comes up pretty quick. So that's where it's like, yeah, that's a Hall of Famer to me. I don't need to know the rest of the numbers. Bonds and Clemens, I don't know what they're waiting. I really don't know what they're waiting for. And if the 0 votes
for them to die,
true,
I think that's what they're waiting for.
I thought that was going to be the case with Pete Rose, and that was when it was just the gambling stuff. And then other things came about, and I was like, well, maybe not. But I don't know. I've never cared. I watched what they did. It was crazy. Everyone who played against them. I don't remember the last time I've heard about someone talk about Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens in like a negative way.
I think because I feel like it went on for so long. It's like, even if you like railed against it, like, no, they cheated themselves. They cheated the sport. This can never be like rewarded in any way. And then time goes on. It's like, now hold on. Now Jeff Kent's in the Hall of Fame, and these guys, like, even the people that were banging the drum the hardest were like, well, now hold on now. The guy with 7 MVPs is not in. The guy that won 1 just walked in on the contemporary. Even if you just chop the usage in half, like the guy with 4 MVPs was a Hall of Famer before he was alleged to have touched the stuff or whatever. Still no votes, 0 votes.
They do a bad job. They do a really bad job with the Baseball Hall of Fame.
So is he the only? Like, I know contemporary is not like a full class, but he's the only.
He's the only one they put through. Yeah,
right. Again, I remember Jeff Kent, like, in his career very well. Just not the career of that to me was like, yeah, I can't believe this guy's not in yet. The contemporary era has to rectify this, that Jeff Kent is not in the Hall of Fame.
I most remember Jeff Kent as being like the second best hitter on Barry Bonds' Giants team that wasn't good enough to win the World Series because they didn't have any other offense other than Bonds. Like, that's what I remember.
I remember that, and apparently, y'all correct me if I got this wrong, wasn't he like also a dickhead? But he was like, listen, when you're a dickhead in the same locker room as Bonds, you're a saint. Like, the media loved to quote from Jeff Kent versus trying to pull one out of Barry Bonds.
I do remember. I don't know if it was like he was rocking a mustache at a time when people weren't. You know what I mean? It was
Trendsetter.
It was just not in at the time. It was like post mustache and pre. Like, he was rocking a mustache during a goatee era, and people just
Mhm.
weren't fucking with the vibes at all. Yeah, it does suck to be one of the three others, and you don't even get mentioned here. I do believe, as I've seen people say in the chat, Carlos Delgado was one of them. Another, to me, clear Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Delgado. Like before looking at his numbers in my mind, I'm like, yeah, that's not a first ballot, but a guy that should be there.
Listen, I don't
Oh,
know how long
yeah,
he stayed on the ballot. I don't know if he was on there all 10 years, because it's like if you get below, I think it's 5%, they just take you
to
off the
take you
ballot,
out. Yeah,
which I can understand being like, all right, well, no one, unless you were in a loaded 10-person class, which the MLB could put through in a year, or especially when Bonds and Clemens were on the ballot, but they kept not voting for those people. So other people by proxy weren't getting any votes and were getting booted off immediately. And it was like, now, wait a minute, that guy, that guy, yeah, maybe he was third ballot, but definitely a Hall of Famer. Now we got to wait.
nope, he'll never get it. He'll never see the light of day.
Delgado eliminated on his first ballot. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me. They do a bad job of this. And I
So
think he's
then,
at like,
so if you're out on the first, that's when you have to wait for the contemporary
yeah, if
committee, right?
you're,
You have to wait it out. Yeah,
yeah, and even that is a process to be on. It's not like everyone who isn't voted in gets put on. You know what I mean? It's like there's like a process to get on the contemporary, and then they have a
right.
conversation. It's not like 50 or 100 people vote, whatever it is,
Right.
for the Hall of Fame. It's probably like 10 to 50. It's probably closer to how the NFL Hall of Fame just does it, just a bunch of guys in a room. And yeah, they still were like, nah, Bonds and Clemens are not in. Delgado, I want to say, had like 490,
Listen, I'm looking at
473.
he's 473, 280, 473 homers, 2 All-Stars, which is just less than I remember. 2 All-Stars, 3 Silver Sluggers, Hank Aaron Award, Clemente Award, RBI leader, 4 runs, 4 home runs in a game. He's in the Blue Jays level of excellence. He's also a
He is
member of the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame for those counting.
he had
Mr. Manitoba, Carlos Delgado.
he had a career 929 OPS, which is outrageous.
They didn't care about it when he played, though. What can you do?
Andrew Jones is not in yet, so you can continue to be furious, R. Smith. Yeah, I mean, I watched a lot of these Toronto teams. He was horrible. Every time he got up, it was like, well, this could go very far.
That's why 2 all like that's surprising. One of 6 players to hit 30 home runs in a season 10 consecutive years. Many team records with the Blue Jays.
Including most home runs.
Home runs, RBIs, walks, slugging, on base plus slugging, runs, total bases, doubles, runs created, extra base, times on base, hit by pitch, intentional walks, and at bats per home run. I think you'll start to see the Delgado push back up as and if Vladdy starts breaking some of these, or whoever. Like, he's just my guess. But if and when he gets to those, it's like Vladdy just broke another record. Who's record? Delgado? Oh, Delgado again, huh? What was this guy good? Yeah, actually, he was. I think that's going to be the contemporary push, and he'll need a manager to help him. Who was it? Tony La Russa got like Ellis Burks or somebody, and he's like, just get on the contemporary committee. I got you, bro.
He, like, you're thinking the All-Stars are low. He has multiple top 12 MVP finishes where he did not make the All-Star game. And I say 12 because that was the lowest. He was 6th, 9th, 12th, 12th. No All-Star. Was a Silver Slugger in only one of those years, by the way. Like 6th in MVP. And I get it. 05, that was for the Marlins. So now you're the NL first baseman. You're not getting that over Pujols. You know what I mean? Like, I get that.
Right.
But that's why, like, accolades and stuff, I can't always look at that. I just can't hold that against you because Albert Pujols got the nod in 05, but you were 6th in MVP. Like, I got to balance both those.
It wasn't Ellis Burks, my bad. It was Harold Baines who got in. He got 75% of the Today's Game era committee after 6 All-Stars, a World Series ring, and a Silver Slugger. Now, we just said, like, you can't only go the accolades, but if those are the only accolades, I kind of can. 6 All-Star.
J-Hay has the Baines meter, which he celebrates everyone who passes his career 38.8 WAR, because I think it's the lowest in the Hall of Fame.
30. Yeah, that's 2 months of Shohei.
Listen, it's low. It's not like there's a lot of players. Like Alex Bregman just passed it this year. You know what I mean? Shohei's
Hall
at
of Famer. Yeah.
51 and a half.
Okay.
Is Shohei.
Where's Hall of Famer Baines? 38.8. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
And
so that's
yeah.
What's Bonds? Like 120.
177. If he never picked up a bat. If he picked up a bat, 492.
Guesses WAR.
Bonds career WAR.
Yeah.
So Harry Baines is at 38.8. He's in the Hall of Fame. Bonds is not, I will say 38.7.
A little off. 162.8.
If you carry the 4. What if you have his career? What's Pittsburgh Bonds at?
For just his WAR?
Just Pittsburgh WAR. 70?
50.3.
Okay. So more than Baines.
Much more. And like a third of the time.
And I was going to say, and how much time too? Because Baines played until he was like 40 or something.
7 years in Pittsburgh. He posted 50.3 WAR.
A little 7 WAR season and some change.
He led the league in WAR in 91. Was not an all-star. Came second in the MVP.
Didn't earn it.
Posted 8. The lowest WAR. I don't know if I've ever looked at this because I usually don't care about WAR, but for Hall of Fame, I know they do. Bonds' rookie year in 86, he had 3.5 WAR. That's outrageous.
Fresh out of what was it, Cal State Fullerton or Arizona State? West Coast, Arizona State. Yeah.
He was 6th in Roy. He just wasn't as good as Todd Worrell, who we all remember.
Worrell could deal it, man. That was the right call then and now.
Bonds had the most WAR of any of these rookies. Kruk put up 1.7.
Yeah, he did.
Will Clark put up 2.2.
Clark was nice.
Sure. Barry Larkin put up 1.5.
Nice.
Only 41 games, so
big year for berries.
Huge.
Big berry year. Yeah.
Oh man, what a year for just rookies in general. Jose Canseco won AL Rookie of the Year with 3 WAR to Mark Eichhorn 7.3 WAR as a pitcher. Came in 3rd.
Wins were still bad then.
I don't know. Listen,
what's my pitcher showing up the rest of my team for?
I don't know what kind of year Mark Eichhorn had, because again, he had 7.3 WAR, which means he was getting some innings. Yeah, 157 innings. He went 14-6 with a 1.72 ERA and 10 saves.
Career 19 WAR, 7.3 the first year. He was like, this is my debut album, bro. Like I've had my entire life to work on this rookie year.
Well, that's also he debuted in 82. I don't know what's a WAR or something. Didn't come back till 86.
Listen, I'm sure there was a WAR or two back. We find out he was like the all-time leading Harlem Globetrotter during those years. Eichhorn made his major league debut at Blue Jays in 82, but suffered a severe shoulder injury, after which he did not return to the majors until 1986.
That's crazy.
So from the same injury, the shoulder injury robbed Eichhorn of most of his fastball velocity, forced him to turn to an unconventional sidearm motion, which is arm angles below the belt when he released. Notable for an exceptionally low velocity for a major league pitcher. though his control and unusual delivery made him an effective player. In his first year, the new pitching style, he was the easy American League ERA leader at 1.72, nearly 3/4 of a run ahead of Cy Young Award winner Roger Clemens, but fell 5 innings pitched short of qualifying for the ERA title. Manager Jimmy Williams offered him a chance to make those 5 innings with a start at the end of the season. Eichhorn declined. He's too solid, bro.
He is.
He said, I don't game the system. If I get it, I get it. If I didn't get it, I didn't get it.
Yeah, this is one of the wildest.
Can we talk to the surgeon? Like 4 years? He's like, dude, pull pork in there, man. Tenderism. when I broke out the scalpel.
Through his glasses. Yeah, this is wild. I mean, he put up 10 WAR his first 2 years, and like you said, finished with 19.2. Got 2 rings.
He was on those Blue Jays team.
Yeah, well, he came back because he went to Atlanta and then went to the California Angels, and then got traded back to Toronto just for those 2 years.
Also, in the middle, he mid for 2 years. Then he just did a little 4 WAR in those 2 years in California. So yeah, is that right? Yeah, 14, like 15 of his WAR came in like 3 seasons, and he pitched for a decade. I know that's right.
It's almost 6 WAR for the California Angels and 11.5 for Toronto. So yeah, it was shit for the
negative for the Braves. Yeah.
He just wasn't an NL guy. They were used to slop. They were like, oh yeah, this is easy. Because Baltimore, he was solid in Baltimore.
It was like, they don't watch no tape over here, man. I could forever. 4 years off, and then just like, I'm surprised they even let him come back. I guess it was like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Lead the league in WAR as a rookie with a new pitching style?
Yeah, shout out the Blue Jays for playing a long game.
Shout out to Eichhorn, man. He would have stopped and been he'd just be like streaming on Kick during those 4 years.
Banana ball.
Would have Eichhorn first to win a Cy Young, a banana horn, and a Cy Young. 6 WAR season for the Bananas in '92.
Clemens won Cy and MVP. Some light.
The guy might make a Hall of Fame one day.
Probably not.
I said Mike.
Hey, this is where, like, we've been citing WAR, obviously, but this is where the train comes off the tracks for me. And I know I've talked about this before, I think on here, but Clemens cooked this year. He went 24-4, 2.5 ERA. Like, you look at him and Teddy, who finished with more WAR than he did. He's the 9.4 to 8.8. You understand?
What year is this?
86.
So this was like 20.
Probably. Yeah, he was not an old man by any means. 23.
How old as hell? Gary Gaetti mentioned. Wow.
He had more wins, a lower ERA, I believe more 30 more Ks, less walks, less home runs yielded, and he pitched more innings.
6 more innings pitched, gave up 50 less hits, and struck out 30 more. Yeah.
Why on earth would he have? He played 1 more game, but played less baseball.
That one game, perfect game. That's what it was. A 7 WAR game.
It didn't affect the rest of the numbers. You know what I mean? Like, everything else is in Clemens' favor.
I feel like, again, this is just me. At this time, 86, him having 11 losses meant he took it to the wire. You see what I'm saying?
But that doesn't matter in the WAR calculate. You know what I mean?
Like, that doesn't matter on my ballot, Mick. You understand what I'm saying?
For sure, 1,000%. But that's where it's just like, all right, if this is a mathematical calculation, why the fuck isn't it in favor of Clemens?
There's got to be like, there's one column this isn't showing. Clemens threw like 3 wild pitches, and back then they're like a wild pitch is it's the worst thing you can do as a pitcher. Higuera, no wild pitches. I mean, shit, he had what 22 WAR over 3 seasons, 3 back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, he came out of the gate. Well, he was 27-year-old rookie too, so that helps.
Yeah, you come in and win 15, 20, 18, and 16. Lead the league in whip one time for good measure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing else ever except for WAR, despite again not leading in anything.
This is when they changed, like when Westbrook had one too many. When Teddy Higuera number was a little too high, they said, I don't know about that, Jim.
Let's see. His FIP was a 3.4. What was Raj pushing? Are you gonna do the
Too
thing
high.
gonna work now? Clemens's FIP. Oh yeah, 2.81. Led the league. Like, look at how bold this is.
Someone's had a 12 win season. Who had a 12 pitching win season?
Yeah, he was absurd.
Not in the hall though. What can you do? Get this cheater out of here.
Never will be.
Unless he dies in the worse circumstances you die in, the better a chance that he or Bond has a chance in the Hall of Fame. Old age, like natural causes, won't cut it.
No.
Something catastrophic, they say, oh my goodness, they're both in today, tomorrow, yesterday.
Do you have anything else, pal? Obviously, I mean,
I got nothing.
I saw people asking. We've got the whole Boss Man D-Lo Dave from heaven will be discussed and broken down tomorrow.
I'm taking that bit home with me.
We know he was well rested. He probably could have given him some minutes.
No, not that night. He couldn't have. I think his legs were a little jelly.
That's what the nap was for.
That's what some of it was for.
Best day ever. Best day ever. We didn't talk. We talked more Bears losing than Packers winning. Jim Jam. Yeah, caught the shark.
They play again in like 2 weeks. That's nothing.
No streamer of the year debate. Didn't happen. But yeah, that's no, I fear guilty. Guilty is charged for greatest day of all time.
He's still holding that rebound, bro. He's still sleep on that couch. He's still petting that shark, bro.
I haven't gotten sleep that good. Oh, 98.
Last time I had a similar day.
I've never ever had a similar day.
I feel like Boss Man has like 3 of those days a week, man. He's just living a different life.
Moving different.
Taking that bit home with me.
I do appreciate the pose he hit with the like so perfect. Shout out the producer who cut to that camera, because thank Christ we had that picture.
Someone's like, this Boss Man D-Lo, go to 4, go to 4, go to 4. Taking that bit home with me.
I hope he did. I hope they let him keep it.
You don't let Boss Man. After a day like that, you don't let me do anything.
Release the sharks. What did he say?
Release the eaters. What? What did he say?
But yeah, that'll be most of tomorrow's show if I had to guess. I don't know what else we have tomorrow. It's gonna be
like he was taking a perfect handoff, man. Like breadbasket, man.
I mean, he didn't have like one of these, you know what I mean? He caught it.
No, he was ready.
Perfectly.
He was ready.
This is going right to. I know my guy Luke Cornett's gonna volleyball spike this directly into my. I need to be ready, and ready he was.
Taking that bit home with him, Mick.
And we're taking this episode home as well. See everybody tomorrow. Where can they find us, Withers?
BossmanDelo.com. No. Patreon.com/mixtape4 ever. The merch is live. Annual memberships is live. Everything is live. Patreon.com/mixtape4 ever. We'll see you there.